Why hello there, I'm Maris, this is GamerQuest, and this is the Aquarist VR. Do want to thank the devs for giving me a copy of this to take a look at. This is very, very cool. So if you're a fan of fish, I love aquariums, all sorts of things like that. So I'm going to show off the sandbox mode in this. Pretty much, you don't have a budget in this version. You're pretty much building, we'll say, the aquarium of your dreams. So you can see we have a nice little iPad here, or a tablet here, and there's some prompts of things to do. Obviously, you need filter, you need your bucket, you need your heaters and things like that. So it'll get you through the basics, show you what you need for the basics, and then after that, mainly it's just, you know, what would you like to do? Everything gets delivered on this table. Now, I do want to point out, I think how they worked this is really cool. Like, you can see I'm having to reach over and in the glass. You'll see when I start putting things down on the ground, like plants, that your hands, you actually can just raise your hand over it and kind of like cut yourself off in the wrists, since you don't have wrists per se, and work inside the tank like that. It's actually very handy. You'll see what I mean. So here's me just looking at a couple things here. Lots of backgrounds to pick from. Really, really nice selection. Wait till you see the fish. I like that jellyfish background. So here I am attempting to adjust the temperature. You actually just click on it higher. There you go. I got it. Couldn't quite get it right at first. I'm trying to reach past my bucket. The collisions were actually really good in this too. Like, if something's in the way, or, you know, you're butting up against something, it either doesn't allow it, or like it blocks it, or it knocks something down or knocks it out of the way. You can see there's the delivery right there. Really, really good collision. Stocking up on some seaweeds. I love me some lilies. Whoops. Playing Jenga. These were super easy to place. Very, very easy to place. Now, the lilies, you're going to see they're not going to work right now. I don't have water in there, so just throw them in there for right now. Now, as you can see, this is also teleport movement, which is fine. I'm good with both, so. But, like, look how easy that you just sit it down and it sticks. But you see how now my arm was stuck? How cool is that? Picking stuff up wasn't hard at all. I'm using index controllers with this, and they worked absolutely fantastic with it. I had no problems with any of the controls. All the fingers worked great. Button controls were fine. Positioning of everything, you know. Again, this is actually a very well done game. Anyone who's an aquarium enthusiast that can't have lots of aquariums or all sorts of aquariums, like you want, like, you should pick this game up. The room or rooms that you're in are nice and spacious. Like, it definitely feels legit, I guess you could say. It definitely does have a realistic feel to it. It satisfied my want to build an aquarium and fill it up and everything. Wait till we get to the fish. It's great. It's like being a little kid. You can see we're going through. Now, if you're not sure what is salt, what is fresh, if you actually click on the fish, they will tell you. They'll also give you the temperature range that they need, if there's a certain amount of plants that need to be there, or a certain type of decorations or anything like that. So, and so here we go. We're going to fill the bucket up. Easy peasy pudding and pie. Pretty much put everything in the circles. So we're going fresh. And then here I just messed this up and I'm dumping stuff all... Ugh. Again, the physics are good. Now I will say this. It's easier... Oh, I'm dumping stuff on the floor. Oh, Jesus. It is easier to have the bucket in your right hand because you move with the left. The left, whatchamacallit? The left little control stick is what you set your teleports with and things like that. So, as you can tell, I'm still screwing that up and getting my hand stuck. Some soil. It says we're low on dirt. Throw that in there. At this point, it needs to be gravel or dirt, I believe. I just tried to put it in there because I figured it said no dirt. But I will say that as you put fish in and things like that, dirt does start to accumulate. So... I like how I emptied up that whole thing and only got one bucket of water. Just one. And in we go again. I almost got that all over the floor. One more bucket should do it. There we go. So now I just click, there's tabs on the bottom. Again, I'm sorry if I don't get all the things. You see those small circles underneath. They have obviously decorations like statuary, things like that. There's a couple different options as far as that goes. And again, the fish, you know, like I said, you go through them and, you know, if you like the way something looks or you like something or you know, like for instance, I knew that like goldfish and guppies and certain ones are freshwater. And then, you know, oh, they have gouramis. I used to have gouramis. Those are freshwater too. And Oscars and all that good stuff. But, you know, so you can work with what you know. Or you know, you can work with what you know and then start to add in fancier options. Or you can just, you know, get an accumulation of what you like. Again, you do want to watch what the fish needs. You'll see how it says water, fresh, preferred temperature, minimal plant count. And then it'll tell you like fish amount, preferred fish amount. Some don't like more than, a lot of them didn't like more than like 30 fish in a tank. And there's all my little bags. How cool is that? Whereas some, it's a lot less. So you definitely need to pay attention to what the fish want. How cool is this? Look at that. Gotta kind of like open them up. There we go. How cool is that? I found if you click the grip button, you can just drop it right in and the fish will go in instead of having to pull at them. You can see I did it there with both of them. It's like a kid at candy store. I'm like, I can't get them in fast enough. I'm so excited. The lighting, they have some really nice lighting in here too, but we'll get into that. We're not there yet. I don't want to jump ahead too far. Now, there are stats that you do need to pay attention to with your fish. You'll see a couple of them later. They'll get hungry. They'll start to lose life if they stay hungry for too long. You know, there's a couple different things. We're going to have to clean the algae off the tank. And, you know, sometimes it happens pretty quickly. Other times you go for a while without certain things happening. So, you know, you got to pay attention. Here's me whoops. Me plopping those down. You can see what I mean by they'll float now that the water is there. So, you know, I do have to say the models and the way these all look are very nice too. They did a beautiful job. I think the lilies look great. I think the plants look great. It's really cool. You're going to see me get close. Up there's a hungry fish. That's the guy that prompted me to get the fish food. Now, these are limited quantity, the amount of fish food that's in there, so you will be buying this. Not that it costs you anything in this one. Now, in other modes, yes, there's different situations and things like that. Again, I'm playing sandbox mode to show off all the really cool features and how good the game actually plays. And like, again, if you're somebody that likes fish and aquariums, this is definitely a great game for you. Trying to spin it around here. Now you see that orange circle right there that was under that blue one? That is your filter, kind of your filter life bar. So obviously, once that starts going down real low, things like that, you're going to want to change your filter because it will cause sickness and all that lovely stuff, disease. You don't want any of that. Good so far. Let's get more fish, shall we? Looking for something big to put in. Yum yum. give them a little more of that razzle-dazzle. And here's my new fishy. Now, if you take a notice, I'm going to look up close now. Like, look at how good the water, like the light through the water looks on these. Really, really well done. Also, if you notice, there's like fingerprints and things on the hands. I mean, they put some time into this. Some of these people have to be aquarium owners because there's just too many options and it's like too well done. And they cover a lot of different things, so they've definitely at least have to have one aquarium enthusiast. The side with the filter was the hardest to clean. Also, I'm short though, so this was a tall tank. But I got it done. I got her clean. You can see the green there says dirt. The filter's a bit moldy. So here we go. Look at that lovely lighting. All different colors. It looks really nice if you have a background. So I get a little crazy. I'm going to go with white and violet. Again, super easy setup. Just pop it right on and look at that. We got hungry peoples again. Look at them all. They're getting starving. These guys get hungry quick. You definitely have to pay attention. Whoops. Fancy. I ran out. That's why I said do expect to be ordering that a lot. Now I will let you know that there is a trash can right over by that sink that you can put your no longer used items in. As they eat, they'll gain health back. So don't worry about those guys with low health or that are losing health. Trying to clean the filter itself, but you have to remove it, all that stuff. So being lazy. Just making sure that was the empty one. Boop. Right in the receptacle it goes. Let's take a step back. Look at that, beautiful. And there's so much more that you can do with it. Devs did a really great job on this. Again, if you like even just relaxing, like this was just fun to do. And you don't have to worry about, again, at least in sandbox mode, money limits or anything like that. It's just the fun of it. But there's a lot of other options that go along with this game. But great little ditty. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, look at my beautiful work, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to donate, go to GamerQuest.tv/donate, and I will see you on the next video.